What is going on, everybody? Welcome to week number 3 of Monday Night Raw. As we kick off Monday night with Dominik versus Femi. And Dom hits the ref. Poor Charles, he's knocked out. As Dom hits a nice Hurricane Rana on Femi. As Femi gets up, he's able to quickly get up off of that assault there as Dom comes back in the ring and just throws the chair at Femi. Oh my goodness. Robinson, you gotta get up. You gotta bring some order back into this match as Dominik Mysterio was just laying waste to Femi. Just no semblance of respect from this man, Dominik Mysterio. A kick to the gut and a nice DDT here from Dom. Charles, you got to ask yourself if that was used to gain some type of advantage here. Dominik and Femi able to reverse here and get a little bit of semblance back on top as Dom crawls over to the corner. What a cowardly, what a dastardly attack by Dirty Dom. But Dom able to fight out of the corner here and hit a drop kick that takes down Femi. Oba is definitely stacked against the odds here. As Dom sticks that boot right into the midsection of Femi. And now goes for, gotta ask yourself if he's going for that 619 patented, made famous by his dad. Oh, by his dad, Rey Mysterio. He's gotta hate to see that as Dirty Dom goes up top, hits a frog splash and goes for the pin on Oba. It's going to be a count of 1, a count of 2, and Femi's able to just barely kick out at 2.5. As Dom goes for the pin again. This time he's putting his foot on the ropes. Charles, you got to see that his foot was on the ropes. As we start to exchange some blows here. As Dominik and not able to connect here with one of those rights. Oba able to connect though. Dom gets blocked again and Oba fires back, but this time Dom's able to fire back again. And Femi gets the upper hand, goes for the pin, and Dom kicks out at 1. Femi looking to potentially mount a little comeback here, but Dominik able to fight back yet again. Gets thrown down to the mat by Femi. And a flurry of elbows from the big man, from Femi, take down Dom. As Dom, now a little worse for wear here. He's able to reverse that. Able to capitalize. Hits a nice drop kick on Femi. And he hits an elbow of his own. Maybe a little bit of payback, you gotta ask yourself. If that was payback from what Oba just did. As Dom reverses that Irish whip and goes to try and tackle Oba out of the ring. But he's unable. As Oba lifts him up and he just tosses Dominik right into the ropes. That can't be pretty. That has to hurt on more level than just one. As Oba is calling for Dom to get up and face his justice, but he doesn't. He can't. Dominik rolls out of the way here, hits a nice little inverted DDT, going to the top rope. Is he going for another 5-star frog splash? But Femi rolls out of the way. Oba picks up Dom, throws him into the ropes. He's coming back in a nasty, huge power lift here as Dominik getting to his feet a little woozy as huge pop-up powerbomb. And Dominik kicks out at 2.5, just barely kicking out as Femi goes for the cover again. This time sticking his feet on the ropes, but Dominik kicks out at 1. Oba throws him into the ropes. Dom able to reverse that here, and once again looking for a little 619 action, throws him into the ropes. Oh, and this time Oba's able to catch Dom and slams him down to the mat. He looks to end this match now with a vengeance Not a fan of how Dominik was leveling him with a steel chair early on. He's just going to pick him up and slam him face first onto the mat. And now Oba's calling his shot. He's calling it. And Dom can't reverse it. Dominik. 2, 3, and Oba Femi is able to overcome the odds and take out Dominik Mysterio after that heinous assault earlier on with the steel chair. Oba, be proud. You fought the odds and won. After that grueling opener of a match here between Dominik Mysterio and Oba Femi, we've got Sol Ruca coming out here. So, I've just gotten word that I am the #1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I cannot believe that I have this great opportunity ahead of me. I look forward to beating whoever it is and capturing my first singles championship. Chelsea Green, not content with that, comes on out. Sol, come on. You aren't championship material. You're barely wrestler material. You should take the next flight back to Hawaii and do us all a favor. Chelsea, if you want this title, you're going to have to go through me, and I can promise you that. Oh, I intend to. Chelsea responds and levels her with a smash of the microphone right to the face of Sol Ruca as Chelsea Green, not intent here for a fight, but intent for a battle. A vicious attack by Chelsea Green on Sol Ruca. As Sol going to the outside here to try and gain a little bit of semblance back, but a little bit of upper hand. But Chelsea Green with a nasty shot there by that knee strike. As Green reverses another nasty knee strike. And Chelsea stepping out of the ring here. She looking for a little weapon here, probably. Chelsea goes out and grabs a kendo stick, slides back into the ring, and oh my God, a vicious assault on Chelsea Green. Somebody get Charles out here. Somebody get security, the referee, somebody, as Chelsea has busted Sol Ruca wide open and smashes that kendo stick right across her forehead. My goodness. Raw is just off to a vicious start here. After 2 back-to-back assaults here with weapons from Chelsea Green and Dirty Dom. But Cody hopefully comes out. Got something a little bit better to say here, hopefully. Last week, Gunther attacked a living legend in this ring. He took advantage of Rey Mysterio and myself. He attacked us like a coward, and I will not tolerate cowardly actions here on my show. Gunther, come out here. Gunther, here, mic in hand. Cody, I will face you. I will handle this reckoning that you seem to so intent on providing. But I will handle it next week. This week, I wanted to finish what I started against that pipsqueak Rey Mysterio. I'm out. As we move forward here on Raw, and we have the aforementioned Gunther and Rey Mysterio bout with Ludwig Kaiser sitting in the corner here. As Gunther, beautiful belly-to-back suplex. Rey rolling out of the way here. Rey Mysterio trying to do what his son earlier could not. Trying to prove that he is, in fact, not that he really needs to prove it after all. He is, as Cody said, a living legend. and a current Hall of Famer. Whereas the son is nothing more than a coward who has to rely on underhanded tactics with chairs and weapons and knocking out the ref, as Gunther hits Ray with a vicious elbow and just tosses the little man around like he's nothing. Kaiser over there in the corner. Charles, look in the corner. Kaiser's taking off the turnbuckle, exposing that bare steel in the corner. As Gunther drop kicks Ray. Ray, kick up with here a little Hurricane Rana action, trying to give himself an upper hand here again. See a little leg DDT here from Rey Mysterio, trying to chop the big man down, but to no avail. Rey Mysterio has to mount some type of offensive, as he is seriously overwhelmed right now, overwhelmed and outmatched here by the big man, the Ring General, Gunther. Ray never one to shy away from defying the odds here with a beautiful moonsault off the middle rope there. Goes for the pin and gets a 1 count here off of Gunther. Oh, Gunther was looking to bring Ray over to that steel, that exposed steel in the corner here, as Ludwig throws in a sledgehammer. As a count of 1 is what Gunther's able to get, but Ray's able to counter that and get himself a little count of 1 here. As Ray's starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. As Charles thankfully is able to get that weapon out of the ring. And he's warning Ludwig not to play games here, as Ray gets the upper hand. But what's this? Ludwig grabs Ray by the ankle. Come on, Charles, you gotta do something about this. Get Ludwig out of here. Get Ludwig out of here. That dastardly man is doing nothing but ruining the integrity of this match. As Gunther, now clearly with the upper hand, is just toying with poor Ray. As Ray's able to mount a little bit of a comeback here. A little bit. As he's calling for his shot, it looks like Ray is. Oh, and Ludwig, come on, Charles. You gotta get this man out of the ring before he ruins this match even more. As Gunther, with a nasty clothesline, damn near takes Rey Mysterio's head off and gets a count of 1, 2, and Ray kicks out at 2. Ugh, Charles, get this man out from the ringside. He's done enough damage already, wouldn't you say? Ray able to capitalize with a nice reversal here. As Ray was looking to springboard off those ropes, it appears, as Gunther trying to look to deal a little bit more damage here. But Ray able to say otherwise. But Gunther, is this going to be? No, it's not. I thought he was looking for that patented Gunther bomb here. But no, instead he suffices to just slam Ray into the corner here and wash his face with the sole of his boot. Gunther, the big man, going up top, looking to fly. Gunther looking to drop an elbow on Ray, and he does. A nasty elbow as Ray rolls to the outside of the ring. Is Gunther okay with this ending in a countout? Is the question. At the end of the day, I feel like Gunther really doesn't care. As long as Gunther stands with the W in his pocket, that's all that really matters to the big man. It's a shotgun dropkick. Damn near takes Rey Mysterio's chest and obliterates it, as Gunther with a diving little senton of sorts. Gunther throws Ray, tries to get him back in the ring, but it seems like they're a little stuck on the outside here. Now Gunther's able to get him back in the ring here, as Charles almost reached a count of 8. Ray definitely needing a little bit of luck on his side here as he gets a count of 2, as Ray just barely gets that shoulder up. Gunther looking for that patented Gunther bomb here, as he's able to get Ray up and down with a nasty power bomb, as that's going to be a 1, 2, and a kick out from Ray at 2. Gunther looking for that power bomb once again. this time to end Rey Mysterio. 1, 2, and that's going to be all she wrote, as a late kick out by Rey still gives Gunther the win.
Here is your winner.
And that dastard Ludwig Kaiser. Dastardly man. How can you take any pride away from a victory like this? Just terrible by these two men. And following that aggressive win by Gunther, we've got a one-on-one match here between Alexa Bliss and Chelsea Green. I don't understand. I thought Alexa Bliss was on tap to face Piper Niven tonight, but it appears as though Niven is not going to be participating in this match, as Chelsea Green, after her assault of Sol Ruka earlier today, is looking to handle Alexa Bliss now as well. Two women in the same night in two different matches. She dives outside, and Alexa Bliss is able to slide out of the way of that assault here. Alexa looking for a little moonsault to the knees, to the gut from Bliss. Bliss looking maybe to extract a little revenge that Sol Ruka was unable to do. As it seems like Corey Graves is having trouble with his water bottle over there. Looks like all three announcers are having some trouble with their water bottles. That's guys, you gotta get those on check here. As Alexa Bliss is thrown into the barricade here. Gotta be careful. We are at a count of 5. As these women just seemingly do not care about this referee's count. Chelsea, you got to get Alexa into the ring as we reach a count of 6. Count of 7 here. We're at a count of 8. That's a count of 9. And Alexa Bliss is just barely able to get back in the ring here. Barely. Charles gave her a very brief warning to get back in the ring, and it came back to the benefit of Alexa Bliss. As Bliss with a nice little, interesting attempted pin here by Alexa. Next flick for a variation here of the camel clutch by Bliss. As Chelsea's able to power out of that submission attempt. Little kick to the stomach area here as Bliss sends a right hand back and knocks down Chelsea Green. But oh, this Piper Niven. I thought that she wasn't supposed to be here tonight. She didn't answer the challenge and helped her friend Chelsea now gain the upper hand, content with that assault that Chelsea Green was able to do with a little bit of a Piper's distraction here. My goodness, will these women ever be able to handle each other and just face each other one-on-one instead of these underhanded tactics of trying to just one-up each other? As Chelsea Green with that leg lariat we saw earlier today that took out Sol Ruka. Chelsea throwing Alexa into the barricade here. Ref hits a count of 4. Alexa gets thrown into the ring here. Dragged around on the outside as Chelsea Green looking to capitalize here with a cover. As Charles is right in position, gets a count of 1 before Alexa kicks out. A nice little jawbreaker here by Little Miss Bliss. And she goes for a Canadian Destroyer here on Chelsea Green. As Bliss going up top, I wonder if she's going for that Twisted Bliss here, and she is, and she hits it on Chelsea Green. Goes for the pin attempt. That's a cover of 1 and a cover of 2, and oh, it's a kick out at 2.5 by Chelsea Green. Bliss goes for that handstand, knees to the gut. Chelsea Green able to capitalize, get back on top here. As Alexa quickly gets out of that leg scissors attempt and a little slap to Chelsea Green here. A backhanded slap by Alexa, and Chelsea Green's overhand right is countered back here. I want to know. I want some answers from Piper Niven as to these cowardly assaults, these cowardly tactics here by Piper on Alexa Bliss. Why can't she just face her woman to woman and handle business as these two women break out in an all-out brawl here? At least both women are a little shaken and a little stunned here. As what's going on here? As Chelsea Green's looking for the unprettier, and she gets it. The unprettier connects on Alexa Bliss, and that's going to be a cover here. 1, 2, and Alexa Bliss kicks out at 2 3/4 as Chelsea Green looking to end Little Miss Bliss. Chelsea grabs her, sticks her for the unprettier, and slams her down once again. Goes for the cover. Charles with the 1, with the 2, and Chelsea Green is able to pick up the victory through the help, through the assistance of her friend, Piper Niven. This is 2 times tonight that Chelsea Green has come out on top. I cannot believe that this woman is able to continuously succeed with these underhanded tactics. As we move on here to our main event of the evening, A-Town Down versus, oh boy, gotta ask yourself if this match is even gonna happen. The Street Profits are returning favor here from a few weeks ago when the Bloodline attacked them after their match against Alpha Academy. But here, A-Town Down Under are going to seemingly get the upper hand here. As the Bloodline still willing to do battle here. Tama Tonga to start off the match here. As these men assaulted by the Street Profits. The Street Profits are not very keen here. They're not very happy with how the Bloodline have treated them as of late. Austin Theory in there. These are 2 tag teams here that are willing to do anything to pick up the win. Whether it's an assault from behind, a low blow, bringing out some brass knuckles, a pair of weapons here, just trying to do anything and everything to win. These 2 teams will do anything and everything to secure themselves a win. As Austin Theory with a little spear to the outside here gets back in right before Tonga Loa is able to capitalize here and assist Tama Tonga. As Tama Tonga able to finally get a little bit of upper hand here, a little bit of semblance. But Austin Theory, this pre-match assault just might have been too much for the Bloodline to handle. It's a kick out at 2 here from Tama Tonga. Definitely worse for wear here for the Bloodline. They are in some dire straits here. As a little TKO toss puts down Theory. Tama Tonga gets a count of 2 from Austin Theory. On the much healthier Theory at that. As Tama Tonga able to get Austin Theory into the corner and finally gets a tag in here to Tonga Loa, the first tag of the match. And the 2 starting to work in unison as the Bloodline does so very, very well. As Austin Theory gets a hot tag of his own here to Grayson Waller. Little rake to the eyes from Loa, giving him the upper hand here. As he sends Grayson Waller into the top rope here. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa noticeably absent from ringside here during this match. I feel like they have to be game planning here for any potential shenanigans here from the Street Profits during the match or after this match as well, as Tonga Loa is able to tag in Tama Tonga. As Tama Tonga looked like he was going for something special there, and Grayson Waller was able to roll out of the way and a little blockbuster type maneuver here from Grayson Waller. Gets the 2 count here on Tama Tonga, as Tonga Loa has to come in and break up the pinfall attempt here, as Austin Theory now is the legal man in this matchup here. Looking to stretch out that back, stretch out that neck of Tama Tonga. Tonga hits a little cheap shot. What's that called? A complete shot. That I believe that's called there on Austin Theory. Tonga Loa able to fight out of this little predicament here, throwing Loa into the corner here, and a nice little clothesline here, and oh my God, a kick to the midsection, and Tonga Loa puts an end to that, but Grayson Waller able to come to the aid of his partner and knock out Tonga Loa from going up top, which it looked like he was trying to do. Theory now into the corner here, tags back in Tama Tonga. Giving these gentlemen a little bit of a breather here, not having to worry as much. And a beautiful move by Tama Tonga leaves Theory in the corner, deep in enemy territory here, as Grayson Waller has to come in to break up the tag. But Austin Theory going for a little DDT, but gets countered here, a couple punches to the gut by Tama Tonga. Tonga lifts up Theory, but he's able to get out, and Theory has been busted wide open. Kick to the midsection is able to level Tama Tonga. Theory has to go tag in Grayson Waller. He has to get the fresh man into this matchup here, as Tama Tonga reverses that and is able to get the better of that exchange. Referee Charles Robinson has started his count. He is at 3. As Austin Theory just throws Tama Tonga into the corner here, into the no man's land, the outside, I like to call it. We're at a count of 7 here. As he just kind of confusingly throws Tama Tonga into the corner there and hits that beautiful TKO move on Tama Tonga, as Tonga Loa has to come in to break up the pin. Tama Tonga needs to get out of this ring here. Grayson Waller going for the cover here on Tama Tonga. That's a count of 1, but a kick out, thankfully. A kick out at the count of 1 here by the Bloodline. As Grayson Waller kind of gets interrupted here by his own partner, and Tama Tonga with this beautiful crossroads-like maneuver goes for the pin on Grayson Waller. And Theory has to come in to break that pinfall attempt up here. Tama Tonga sending Grayson Waller into his corner here, hopeful to get a tag out of this scenario, and he does, getting the fresh man Tonga Loa into this matchup here. As Tonga Loa looking for a Rikishi driver, sending Grayson Waller down to the mat. And Grayson Waller able to play a little bit of possum there, and he was suckering him in for that pin attempt there. Nasty knee right to the midsection here. As Austin Theory tags in the fresher Austin Theory, not by much though. Both men very worn down here. Theory looking for a little clothesline here. He's going for that little roll through blockbuster move. Goes for the pin. And Tama Tonga has to come in to break that one up. Not necessarily feeling the best odds in his favor if he didn't. And Austin Theory goes for that TKO to the knee. Goes for the cover on Tonga Loa. That's a 2. And Tonga Loa kicks out at 2.5. Theory not happy with that outcome of the referee's slow count there. Lays down some punches, some hammer fists on Tongaloa. He tags in Grayson Waller here. Just breaking that arm, chopping that arm here. There's Grayson Waller sending Tongaloa to the corner, to the ropes here. As he's heading to the outside. What does Grayson Waller have here? And oh, it's a beautiful stunner. What a beautiful stunner. That's got to be all she will for Tongaloa. As we get a count of 2, and that's a count of 3 as A-Town down under, able to pick up the victory here after that pre-match assault by the Street Profits. And my goodness, could we get a little spicier here? This week on Raw was just vicious attacks after attack after attack.